everyone, it's Ayala, and even though I wasn't tagged, I'm going to be doing the Jennifer Lawrence book tag because, come on guys, it's Jennifer Lawrence. How can I not do her book tag? Let's begin. Question number 1 is growing up in Kentucky. Your favorite book set in a rural area. Before I show this book, just, if you love books, please, I'm warning you, breathe, okay? And that book is my really beat up Eldest by Christopher Paolini. Maybe the cover ripped a bit, and my mom, because I read this long time ago, when she saw that I ripped it, decided to like stick a bit of like a red cardboard that isn't really sticking to it anymore, and maybe I did kind of rip the spine to shreds and cracked it horribly. I don't even know, like, how did I crack it so much? Like, look, it's basically so, like, I can like twist it all around. Like, somebody's screaming now, right? I know that somebody that's seeing this video is probably like screaming like, stop it, because that's what I would have done. But yeah, this is all signs of love, okay guys? I really love this book, especially the last couple of chapters. In this book, something that really pissed me off happened, which was we got dual perspectives between Aragon, which is the main character from the first book, and his cousin Roran, something like that. And he has to travel throughout the entire land, and he has to save villages, and he goes to villages, and that's like the most rural area that I read about. Don't hate me for this book, guys. It's just signs of love. Next is Discovery on the Streets of New York City. If only I got discovered on the streets of New York City, because I mean, that's like a fairy tale kind of thing. Like, nobody just goes on in New York City and it's like, you there, yes you, we want you to be a movie, TV, whatever star that everybody's going to love. That's fairy tale stuff, for real. A little known book you found while browsing and ended up loving. So basically, this question is for the hipster soul in all of us. Let's take a little trip down memory lane. When I was in 3rd or 4th grade, I really started to get into reading. It was a bit around the time that I read A Wrinkle in Time, which is the book that got me to fall in love with reading, a little before reading the Percy Jackson series, that I also really loved. And I remember being in the bookstore with my dad or mom or both, I don't really remember. My little sister was obviously looking through the picture books, and I saw this book, which was How to Be Popular by Meg Cabot. I really liked the cover. There was a second one of her books for 50% off, so I got Avalon High. My parents, or my dad or mom, whoever was with me, bought this for me, and I had absolutely no idea what the two books were about, and I ended up freaking loving both of them. I highly suggest this for like anybody who wants to get like the little sister or someone like that into reading. You should get the Meg Cabot books. They're so addicting and they're really fun. Swearing off social media. A book you refuse to read. Well, hello there, 50 Shades of Grey. I'm never ever going to read you. And it's not really because all of the graphic sexual scenes, more because everybody that I know that read this book told me how, like, the female lead character is, like, so, I don't want to say weak, because I already made a discussion videos about how no female character should be perceived as weak, because we don't perceive male characters as weak if they're not, like, strong and leading and making up decisions and badasses and so forth. But still, the way that the female character is portrayed just really pisses off me and just really clashes with everything that I believe in, which is really the main reason why I'm never ever going to read 50 Shades of Grey. Beginnings on TV into film, a series that got better in each installment. The Percy Jackson series by Rick Riordan, and I'm not gonna take them all out, but they're around here and here on my bookshelf. The Heroes of Olympus series, which is a continuation of the Percy Jackson series, all by Rick Riordan. The Oscar Trip And can I just say that she got up like a boss and just continued on like nothing happened. So a book series that hit a snag. And for that, I'm picking the Mortal Instruments series. I really liked City of Bones. I started to really love the Mortal Instruments in City of Ashes. I was freaking in love with a series in City of Glass. Hated this book. Just... what happened here, Cassandra Clare? Why? I would have just loved to never read this. Oops. And just continue on the series from book 5. Like, I really didn't like City of Fallen Angels. Next is Jennifer Lawrence and Chris Martin. A favorite book by collaboration of authors, and I was looking through my books, I realized that I don't really have a book that a couple of authors worked on that I really liked. And so that's what I'm going to be cheating a bit, and I'm picking Why We Broke Up by Daniel Handler, which is just another name that the guy, I think that's it. I'm not sure if that's his real name or just another name for the guy who is known also as Lemony Snicket, who wrote A Series of Unfortunate Events. And the art in this book was created by Maria Kalman, and so it is a collaboration, just not between two authors. So you can see this really pretty artwork here. Number 7, work with David O. Russell. So a dysfunctional character you can't help but love, and for that I'm going to be choosing one of my favorite characters, which should come as no surprise to if you've seen already a couple of my videos, and that character is Cesare Borgia, Blood and Beauty by Sarah Dinant. I love this book, and I really suggest it for anybody who wants a good historical fiction book. Number 8, I have no idea how to say that word. A villain who thinks that he's doing the right thing. I can say his name because I'll be totally spoiling it for you guys if you haven't read this book series yet, but you'll know what I mean if you have, and it's one of the characters that becomes really important in Rain, which is the second book in the Paper Gods trilogy by Amanda Sun. If you read this, you know who I'm talking about. The Hunger Games! So your favorite high-profile series. I just realized I just used that book series already, but I'll just use it again, which is the Percy Jackson series, the Heroes of Olympus series, any series by Rick Riordan. If you haven't read a Rick Riordan book, then what are you doing with your life? Go and read a Rick Riordan book. And last but not least is everything she ever said, because I can watch hours and hours of Jennifer Lawrence videos where she does interviews and stuff. She's so down to earth. I really love that about her. Favorite comedic or snarky character, and this is yet again another character that shouldn't surprise you if you've already seen a couple of my videos. And that character is Loki, or Loki, however you say this guy's name, from The Gospel of Loki / Loki by Joanne M. Harris. Another great book that you should read if you haven't already. That's the end of this video. Thank you and goodbye.